was super quick on that. Hi, Tony. That was just super quick. I mean, did I not hit the right? I may not have hit the right button. I may have hit the. Turn my volume down. I was watching someone earlier a while ago. Trying to help someone out earlier a while ago. And I'm going to say audio video is good. Since Tony says audio video is good, put on my glasses that I might as well accept is going to be part of my life. From this part going forward, from this point going forward, I guess is a better way of saying that. I have an idea. I'll explain that later. Good to see Tony. Good to see he's first in the chat. You've been struggling there a little bit lately. I was beginning to worry, but I knew you'd bounce back. So, earlier today I was going to do a real quick thing with my mom. She showed some interest in what I do and what we do, and I was explaining it to her, and I said, well, let me just show you. And she says, oh, that'd be nice. And we got to the point where we took the picture, and then, as she's entitled to do, she said, no, I just don't think I want to do this. I didn't think nothing about it. I mean, obviously, I said, well, we got to do it. You know, I could have, my sister would have, but I said, that's fine. I just shut it off. But I forgot, when you do that from the phone, it actually puts it as a scheduled stream. So I had to go into YouTube Studio and correct it. Hi, Chris.
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Good, good. It's good to hear. How was your day?
It was good.
And there's, huh?
It was good.
Good. Mom doing all right?
Yep, she's fine.
Good. I won't go 20 questions tonight. We'll just stop right there. See, Robert's in the chat room. I believe he is working tonight. Let's see what the delay is like tonight. It should be about 7 seconds. Yeah, that's a little quicker than 7 seconds, but that's fine. Hopefully it stays right there. So, had an interesting day. I got up and did some stuff on the computer and worked on the budget for next month. And Alex and I sat here and watched the debacle of what was Josh trying to play a game. And then I asked him, I said, should I just log in under TeamViewer and see if I could fix this? And then he said, yeah. So we did that, but then we realized that system's not designed to do playing a game, streaming, TeamViewer, and whatever else. He actually, there was 2 instances of TeamViewer going because he TeamViewered into his computer back at the group home to get a couple settings, which was good. I was really proud to see him do that. I was really happy to see him do that. I guess earlier in the day he had made a phone call for help, and someone said they would walk him through it, but they wouldn't do it for him. And I'm very happy to hear that. I
won't leave TeamViewer running like that. I won't leave it running as manager.
No, I shut mine down all the time. I've got
you never know what somebody might do.
Oh no, and there's no. I mean, they probably have enough ways to get in as it is now. There's just there's no sense in leaving yet another avenue to get on your computer open. So yeah, I agree with that, Chris. 100%. 100%. I will get video this summer with my mom. She'd probably be unsuspecting and annoying it. But I had to respect her wish today that she didn't feel comfortable doing that. So I'm good with that. I was really happy the fact that she took interest in what we do. And she was really happy to hear some of your guys' stories. I told her about Chris, and I told her about Alex and Josh and Robert, Greg, Rick. I mentioned Tony. I mentioned Jeff. And she was really, really happy, really impressed. So we'll get one probably when we have the grand opening, spring cleaning, house, whatever here over this coming up here pretty soon. So I saw a koi pond today being given away for free. It's 3 houses up. If it's there in the morning, it's going to be in my yard to Nick. It's good. If it's there in the morning, it's going to be in my yard tomorrow afternoon when I come home from dropping her off. And oddly enough, koi pond. It's real little. It's like a kidney shaped little, maybe 3 feet deep type deal. I really didn't think she would go for it. I really thought she would say no. But she said sure, but then she said we'll put plants in it. I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that. And then we both kind of at the same time said we could put this on the screened-in back porch and put both plants and or fish in it. I'm okay either way. And then I told her, I said, wouldn't it be great if I could pick up the bricks like I picked up in Vegas, and then we could build around that, and that would look really sharp, and it will fit on our porch. So with a little bit of luck, I'm hoping it's still there in the morning. And then if the people are out, I'm going to ask them, does it hold water? Because if it holds water, I'm leaning toward koi. If it doesn't hold water, then we're going to lean toward plants. That's fine. I'll just drill more holes in it, and it can drain, and we'll get plants in there. So I'm looking forward to hopefully it being there in the morning. Jeff said he'd be late tonight. He sent me a message earlier today. Oh, somebody snuck in here and got my cord to charge my phone, I see. Gonna have to talk to somebody about that. That's okay. That gives me a chance to try out my apparatus right here. Let me shut my blur off a second. So I got this little dooflinky right here. The portable charger. It's got 2 USB ports out there. And then the old-fashioned to charge it, you plug it in here. So I got to go find a USB for my phone, and then I know it's fully charged, and see if it'll charge my phone or not. We've had that for quite some time. I think we've used it maybe twice. Now, did I turn on? I did. So what's up, Chris?
Not much.
How's Max?
He's fine.
Good. Any storms tonight?
Nope.
That's good. It is a very comfortable 59 degrees outside right now. Now, very comfortable for me. Lorna's got 3 blankets and 2 fur coats on in there in the living room. But I'm in my shorts and a t-shirt. I'm comfortable. I just told her. Go ahead.
I keep when I'm laying in bed, I keep the cover on me, so.
Yeah, I oddly
And a fan
enough.
going.
Yeah, oddly enough, I do too. Not a very thick one, but it's just there. I think that's more psychological than anything for me. I had a big blanket on last night. It was chilly in here. Don't tell Mrs. K I said that. But it was chilly. I got about halfway through Top Gun, and then I kind of looked at the clock and said, "Oh my goodness, I need to get some rest." So far the jury's out on how I feel about it. I hope the second half of the movie picks up and goes in a different direction than what the first half was. And I'm just going to let that go with that in case you guys want to go see it. I'm surprised Alex not here. Alex knew I was going live. Still the same 3 Musketeers. I'm not sure about that. Hey Chris, did you get notification?
I didn't, because I was just waiting for host to start meeting. I didn't have no browser open on YouTube.
Okay. I haven't done anything other than that one, and that shouldn't have really messed anything up. There's Jeff. And there's somebody else. That would be Jeff and BH Ringer. Alright, BH Ringer's going to join us tonight. That's awesome. Yeah, the Three Musketeers right now is just Chris and I and Tony Wallow. And then,
Well, I meant in the picture.
oh, yeah. I like that picture. I'm going to keep using that one.
It is a good picture.
Now, why did BH Ringer not get admitted the first time? Let's try that again.
Hey, what's all this stuff about loading waiting room media? I never hear anything.
Loading, what?
When I get into Zoom,
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there for a second in the waiting room while it's doing whatever it's doing. It says loading waiting room media. Enjoy the music or whatever.
Oh,
And I never hear anything.
You should stick around and see what happens. I think that is a Led Zeppelin song. I think.
Well, I mean, I just automatically move straight through into the Zoom though. It doesn't pause.
No, yeah, because I don't generally like to keep people in the waiting room, but I believe that's what that is. I forgot all about doing that. I'll have to go change that. I forget who asked if we could put music in the waiting room, and by a little bit of research, we found out you actually could. And I chose a couple different songs to go with, and I ended up leaving Led Zeppelin in there. There he comes.
Okay.
You know what I should do? Well, BH is still trying to get in, so maybe when he makes it, I'll ask him. He might be having some issues logging in. Hi, Alex.
Hey,
Got two Alexes down there now.
Yeah.
I just got finished talking to Josh again on the phone. I give him an ultimatum.
I can't wait to hear this.
Told him he needs stuff. All he does do is then spend time with her for the rest of the weekend while he's over there. And if he streams any at all while he's over there, whether it be on the phone, the computer, or on the tablet, he will lose his admin rights. He's been seeing out of his house right now. I have to go for
Good for you.
He can do about it.
Good for you.
So he's at his aunt's right now?
Yeah. He was having a rough go. BH, did you get it all worked out?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not.
Sorry.
Yeah, he did.
Round up. I didn't lift the lid on my camera.
Oh, he did a stream earlier in the night, about 7 minutes in length, and it was just horrible. In fact, if he shows up, I'm going to tell him he really needs to go in and delete that. There was a lot of anger and specific verbiage that probably isn't conductive of his channel. And then on a second one, he was having trouble doing something because I guess he couldn't get his controllers to work right. And Alex and I sat here and watched it for about 45 minutes, and I finally I caved in and logged in on TeamViewer and was trying to fix it. But then we came to the conclusion it's an i3 with 8 gigabyte of RAM that cannot stream on YouTube, be connected on TeamViewer, be connected on TeamViewer back to the group home, and work at the same time. It just can't.
So he's on the old computer at his aunt's that used to be his.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So, I don't know how he's going to fix that problem. I mean,
Well, he just needs to work within the limitations of the equipment while he's there.
sure. Well, he needs to quit trying to do so much too.
But no matter how many times I try to tell him to quit doing so much or just not do it at all while he's there, he refuses to listen, and he wants to try to do the same stuff he's doing at his house, which of course is not very doable because he's working with less computer.
True. True.
I bet that computer's on its knees.
I was pretty impressed with that. He logged in to Natasha's computer first, and he immediately realized that was wrong. So he logged out of that and got on his computer, and he was trying to compare settings, which is pretty smart. But what he needs to fix is an OBS setting, and I tried to do it, but it was killing the memory. You all right?
I'm all right.
Was that a sneeze or a cough?
Smoking, Josh. Alex, you gotta quit smoking.
Yeah.
I've never. That's one thing I've never done. I've never smoked. I've never drank either. So.
Well, I think there's a story about Long Island iced tea floating around out there, isn't there?
Well, there is, but I didn't get it because I didn't. At the time, I wasn't of legal age, so I couldn't get it anyway.
Now, that's not what I heard. I heard you got it and everybody turned away and you took a big old sip of it and asked for seconds. That's not true?
Alex, legal age has very little to do with it. I had a
Yeah,
membership
really.
card in a private club when I was 17 years old. Only was there one night, but back in the day, Kansas, where I grew up, didn't have liquor by the drink. Of course, we weren't old enough to do it legally anyway, so they had this way around the law of serving drinks at places by making it a private club. And if you had a membership, then you, quote, owned part of the stock that was there. So you could pour a drink, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
It was a legal fiction, sort of, to get around the law. But a couple of buddies and I drove up to Manhattan, Kansas one night, where Kansas State University is, and went out, and these people, who obviously were stupid or just looking the other way, gave all of us memberships in this stupid private club.
Yeah.
Went in and had a drink.
Hey, believe it or not, there's stores here. Oh, but believe it or not, where I live, you can't sell alcohol on Sunday.
Blue laws.
Yeah, that still happens places.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's local option. I mean,
And there's stores that will give it out. Did they know these people? They'll give it out on Sunday and they come back on Monday and pay. You can't be seen carrying it out of the store, I guess, but somebody might say, hey, they sell alcohol on Sunday.
well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Alex, that you haven't drank, haven't smoked, good for you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just telling stories from an old man here. But you do what you think is right, and we'll all respect you for it. That's right. But there's just some crazy things out there. Like here in Nevada, I can go in the grocery store and buy booze, wine, beer, whatever. And depending what state you're in, you may or may not be able to do that. Tennessee, where I lived for a long time, finally got some of that in, but I don't think it's liquor. I think the grocery stores there just do beer and wine, but I'm not sure. I haven't been back in a while.
I know the Kroger here in Indianapolis, you can get everything. Hard liquor, wine, beer. It's just ridiculous. And it's not locked up. It's out in the middle of, I mean, anybody could go in there and, if they're fast enough, run, out
Well,
the
I don't know.
door.
You remember here in Vegas. Now, of course, I go to Smith's since
Yep.
they have one with a gas station near me where I can get a few nickels a gallon off on gas for buying stuff.
Right.
And they have this in there, but at a certain time, about 8 o'clock at night, they actually lock the section with the liquor. The wine and the beer are still accessible. And if you really want something from the other part, you can ask a clerk to open it.
Right. Yeah. Now, are they still locking half of the doors at 8 o'clock like they used to do? That, you know how they always had two sets of doors, and in and out? And at about 8 o'clock, they would always block off one of those, and you had to enter and exit from the same
One of
door?
the Smiths near me still has one of them blocked. The other Smiths only has one set of doors, so.
We're going to play our nightly game of Guess What Time Greg Guy Got Up Today.
Well, our Kroger has an in and out door. Only one set of doors has a big area in and out. And it goes, and they block one of the doors. You can only go in and out the same door.
Yeah, that's what they were doing here at Smith's for a while, which is a Kroger brand store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Smiths I normally go to is closing at 10 o'clock at night now. They used to be 24-hour stores, and even before COVID, they started cutting back on the hours, except at the ones with the most traffic. And now I don't think any of them are open 24 hours. However, I haven't gone to all the Smiths in the biggest area, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think any of them. I don't think anybody's 24 hours anymore.
I'm aggravated with Kroger gas station right now. I went to fill a truck up this morning since we went on a big trip, and I was gonna use my fuel points, and they changed. I hadn't used Kroger in a while. They changed the way the fuel points are.
Yep.
Used to use it's yes or no. Do you want to use your points? Yes or no.
Yeah.
Now you gotta. I don't know what you gotta do now.
Well, it's confusing. Before, people were getting confused because I might have fuel points for 2 months.
Right.
And if you just kept your head about it, they took the oldest ones first. It didn't say so on the sign, but that's the way it worked, and I never had any trouble.
Right.
But some people complain, so they changed all of this stuff around. And now it's confusing. I lost a month's fuel points.
Because of that?
I went there and I scanned my little card and all of this stuff.
Right.
And I stick in my credit card, and the new menu confused me. And so I hit the wrong thing, and it didn't set me up to get any gas at all, but it took all my points.
Oh, wow.
And so
Well, I tried that several times, and when I got home, I looked at my bank. You know how they'll hold like $1 for like 3 or 4 hours? It had like 4 times where they hold $1.
Mhm.
I'm sure they'll reimburse us because I didn't pump any gas at all. But
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it didn't cost me anything on my credit card, but I lost my points.
Right. I think B.H. Ringer was going to say something.
I was gonna ask what the price was for, guessing what time Brick got up.
The price for gas?
No. If we can guess what time Brick got up, there should be a.
Oh, great.
Well, he done ruined it. He done posted the time, doggone it.
The prize is that you get to sleep in the same amount tomorrow.
Probably. Probably would be. Yeah, I need to come up with the prize for that. What could the prize be? Oh, I know. A copy of Debbie Does Dallas.
my mom was supposed to get her sleep number bed today. They were supposed to deliver it and set it up today, and then they were supposed to be here like between 11 and 1. About noon, she gets a text saying, "I'm sorry, but we're going to have to reschedule."
From Amazon, huh?
So she had already stripped her bed and everything. So it was ready to move and ready for the mattress to be put in.
Is that from Amazon?
They went to the store to check at the sleep number store.
Okay.
Take up the bed, and then the store ordered one, so the people at the sleep number store can come and deliver it.
Now, my brother's trying to get a truck cap for the bed of his truck through Amazon. And 3 straight days they've said it's on the way. 3 straight days they said, "No, wait, no, it's not. You'll get it tomorrow." 3 straight days. He's about ready to just go get it locally, he said. So.
Well, this was done. Locally. They went to the store to pay for it or whatever
Mm-hmm.
on their anniversary or whatever, and then they went to try it out. Tell them which one they wanted, and then the store was gonna order it and have it delivered to.
So, Greg, what movies did you watch last night?
After the Zoom, I watched the concert with Queen and Paul Rogers in 2005, I think it was.
That was a good concert.
Yeah, it was in Sheffield, England, I think it was. And then I watched one episode of Tour of Duty and went to bed at 4:35. And I just finished watching Black Site a few minutes ago.
I skimmed through that. That looks very interesting. I skimmed through the other one you sent me with Mark Wahlberg. That looks good.
It was kind of a satire.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, I liked the Queen concert. I did watch it last night in its entirety. I thought that was really good. And I got about halfway through Top Gun when I realized what time it was. So I sure hope the second half of Top Gun is better. I'll just...
So Mrs. K worked today.
yes.
Was that the reverse of what you asked for on the schedule?
Well, she was supposed to be off today, and someone hand wrote her name in to work today. And rather than cause a big stink about it, she just decided to work today. Now, she asked
Tell her
for...
that's okay, as long as it doesn't happen the next time you plan to come down.
I might be by myself. Now, she did ask for June 7th off, which is my birthday, and she was going to work June 10th. Be off on the 7th and work on the 10th. I don't know what dumbass did the schedule, but she's working on the 7th and off on the 10th. And rather than cause a big stink...
Until somebody changes it again.
Well,
Probably.
yes. That just tells me nobody pays attention. So they came out, I told you guys they came out with this big thing yesterday. I think it was yesterday, about how to do stuff. Well, we tested that this morning, and lo and behold, it doesn't work. So I promptly got on the phone to my sister-in-law, and I said, hey, we're doing what you instructed, and it doesn't work. Oh, let me look into that. And she says, oh, wow, it doesn't work. So she and I spent about an hour and a half-ish working the kinks out, and now it works. So...
What, scheduling request system or something?
yeah, you can go in there and see the entire month schedule, and you can see what they've not been able to fill, and you can request that shift if you want.
So if you want some overtime
sure.
or something?
Yeah.
Have they
Did you
counted
become
the
her IT
bonuses
department,
yet?
or did
Do what, Alex?
did you become her IT department, or did the IT department have to, do they have an IT department that had to fix that, or did she have to submit a request to have that fixed, or?
I think she did it locally. They do have an IT department based out of Cincinnati, Ohio, which is crazy. They're headquartered out of Colorado. IT's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Figure that out. Now, Jeff, what was your question?
Have they killed the bonuses yet?
No. When it was all said and done, after we did one test that was successful after several that failed, and then when that one went through, and she canceled it, so we know it's good. I said, I got one last question: are you still paying the bonuses? And she says yes, they are. So she asked me why I said it. I said because Lauren only got paid 1 of 4 bonuses on this check she got today. She got 1 of 4 bonuses, and she said she's going to look into that. And then she said, is she actually turning the paper in? And I said, as far as I know, she's actually turning the paper in. So, is she? I don't know. I'm not there to see her turn it in. You know? I do know tonight there was 2 of them up there at the schedule, and they're flipping through that schedule trying to pick up hours, but that's not the procedure anymore. The procedure is you do it online. So, we'll see.
Well, so if somebody just goes up the board or wherever it is and writes it in, that's not supposed to count, right?
It's not. They're no longer accepting that. That's the way it used to be. When she first started back in March, they said, "Oh, if you see it, just scratch their name." This is crazy. Just scratch their name and put your name, and you get to work. Well, that's not right. You know, I don't like Jeff. I don't want Jeff to work on Wednesday. Ken,
Yep.
Jeff don't work on Wednesday. You know, and Jeff goes, "Oh, I don't like Ken. He don't work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday." Thanks, Jeff.
You could just go and basically steal somebody's schedule.
Basically, you could, yes. And I don't know if that's what happened on this week or not. I'm a little bit upset that she put in for my birthday off and they just got the days backwards. We decided that's fine. we'll do something that Friday night, and then just we'll go from there. So
She got paid the old way, not by direct deposit, too, right?
yeah, we had to go get her check. I fixed that problem last night. I'm still miffed, I guess is the best word, because the lady said, I need you to bring me one of these deposit slip. It's got your account number and routing number on it. And Lorna stood right there, and she brought it. She goes, oh, the numbers are wrong. Well, I know the numbers are right because I had just looked at it. When I looked at it last night, the numbers were wrong. Her routing number is 222 3 2s, and she put 3 3s. So, you know, we fixed it. Hopefully in 2 weeks she gets a direct deposit. Just such a pain in the neck to go to the bank. Mom's visit was good. Except, well, she called me 9:30 this morning. She said, when you get time today, stop over here. I need your help. I was getting something down off a shelf in my garage, and something about fell and hit me on the head. And, okay, are you sure you don't want me to come up? No, it's fine. Just whenever you can get over here today. Okay, Lorna goes to work at 2. I'll stop by. So I did. We sat there and talked for a minute. I said, well, let's go look at what this problem is. She goes, okay. We go out there, and she takes off to the left to her shed, and I go to the right to the garage. She goes, where are you going? I said, the garage. She goes, oh, no, it's not in the garage. It's in the shed. Okay, it's one of them old moments. Fine. So we go out there, and she's got this barn, and she's got a shelf that I can reach without the ladder. And what had happened was my sister and her husband had stacked stuff on top of everything. And when she went to pull the thing she wanted out, everything shifted. And she was smart enough to not continue with it, because if that would have fell, it probably killed her. Seriously. It was a ladder and 4 iron chairs and a carpet cleaning apparatus. So we went out there and said, okay, Mom, step back out of the way. Let me unscrew this, basically, you know. And she did. And I was moving stuff around, and all of a sudden it shifted on me. So I was quick enough that I got cat-like reflexes. So I just reached up and stopped it. And she goes, we better get out of here. I'm like, we're fine, Mom. I've got this. Just give me a minute to strategize how I want to balance this to get this thing down. So, and then she got angry at my sister because of them doing that. And I'm like, I don't understand the arrangement.
So your sister and her husband live with your mom?
Yeah, they had this crazy idea about a year ago. They were going to sell their house and move in with her temporarily. Well, it's been about a year and 3 months now. So, and then she told me, she goes, I'm so mad at your sister. I'm like, why? She goes, I went in my spare bedroom the other day, and there's so much S in there that I'm just so mad at your sister. Oh, hey, Rick.
Hello.
Hey, Rick. Hope you're feeling better tonight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
I don't think you'll get your opportunity to have a discussion tonight with someone.
Yeah,
You might. You might.
Things getting fuzzy on me again tonight.
Yeah, mine keeps flipping back and
Maybe
forth
it's
on
just
the
reflecting my mental state. I don't know.
my rest. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, did you guys notice that Carrie did not stream tonight?
Yes, I did.
He said he wasn't.
Oh, he said he wasn't going to stream tonight?
He's going to California or somewhere.
Oh, that's right. He's dropping that computer off.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well, his dad's in California too, isn't he? Or something?
I thought his dad was in Vegas.
Was it?
I
I don't
thought.
know.
I thought he said he was going to set a premiere. He said he had time, but he never did, so I guess he didn't have time.
Jeff, you're all fuzzy again.
I know, I'm fiddling with it. He doesn't seem to want to do anything.
He
There,
was
it's better.
He was going to pre-record a video and then set considered as premiere.
Yeah, that's the other thing I don't understand how the Premiere thing works.
And he had never fixed that laptop that Marty or whoever.
Did you ever do that live video of you and your mom?
No, we did not.
No, 'cause it never.
It's gone now, but I was going to do that and write it. I mean, literally, I was getting ready to push the go live button. She says, "No, I don't think I want to do that." So I have to respect what she wanted, and I just shut it down. And I forgot all about when you do it from the phone like that. It'll schedule it until you go in and either delete it or make it active. So that was my mistake. I apologize for that.
Yeah, no biggie.
She liked B.H. Ringer's version of the golf shot. She liked the fireworks. She thought that was pretty cool.
I was hoping to see your mom in the live stream. There were things I wanted to tell her.
She knows. You don't have to tell her.
Yet another reason not to do the live stream.
Exactly. Exactly. I created another monster to teach her how to stream. And we got to talking about TVs, and we're thinking about getting that 65-inch one. She goes, "Well, isn't that too big?" I said, "Oh gosh, no. They make them up to 80." And she goes, "80?" I go, "Yes, 80-inch televisions. They have those now." She goes, "Who in the world would want a TV that big?" And I go, "Me." So.
I think they made, even when back in the day when the big TVs, I think they made 80-inch then.
But the projection ones?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember those. It was a good visit. After we got the barn straightened out, she invited us to dinner a week from tomorrow. So Lauren and I are gonna go over and have dinner a week from tomorrow because she's got work tomorrow. Looking forward to that. That'll probably be. We'll get over and she'll say, "I forgot to cook. Where do you want to eat?" I'm gonna tell her the butcher block.
Time you spend with your mother that's important.
Yeah, well, we sat there and talked, and we talked a little bit about the shooting in Texas. We talked a little bit about, well, actually, we talked a lot about the YouTube. She asked about you guys. She asked why we do it and how different things are going. And that's when
There's a bunch of crazy old men and a couple of young squirts.
I said we have two 28-year-olds and the rest of us are at least 60. And she just laughed. So,
We're all trying to corrupt the young guys.
oh, we're corrupting. I actually heard Mr. Cheek say something tonight about. I'm still in shock. I heard him say that.
But it's nice to know we can be a bad influence.
Yes, it is. We're accomplishing our mission. I see John Alaho, Alioo. How do you say his last name? He's on Doug's stream.
Aloy?
I don't know. I'm terrible with names.
John Aloy Sr.
It could be, yeah. Aloy.
I'm not sure. I could have it all messed up.
Better than what I can say, that's for sure.
You never believe this again. Both the video from last week on your channel and on my channel both have the exact same number of views.
Oh, the one with when we surprised you?
Yeah, but both of those videos have on both channels 50 more views.
How many are?
Thanks, John. I'm glad I guessed right.
Yeah. What's the total between the two? And I'll do the math.
104, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they both got the same number of views, and the total is 17. So.
All right.
I was gonna say 3.
I watched
That'd
it.
be nice.
I watched it. Josh or Alex watched it, and Robert watched it. That's the 3 that's watched it. It was kind of funny tonight. We were watching Josh trying to play his game, and some guy came on there, and I told Alex, I said, within 5 minutes, this guy's going to be. Nope, never mind. He's already a moderator. He makes everybody moderators. Like, I've got a lot of room to talk, but.
He was kind of picking good. He's just including everybody.
Yeah. Well, he's just trying to find his place, I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. That video that you alerted me to, I did download that in case we ever get a chance to discuss it with him and he denies it. I can say, well, wait a minute, who is this? You know, he was rather perturbed, I guess is the right way to. I hope he's deleted it since then. Has anyone checked to see, Alex?
Which video was that? Was that the 6 minute?
Yeah, the first one. Yes.
No, he hadn't deleted it. It's still there.
Well, I hope he deletes it because that doesn't need to be going out over YouTube. At all. In his second one, he was getting some things accomplished, but he was getting frustrated with his gameplay more than anything. I think.
Frustrated. Let me tell you the reason why he's frustrated. Because no matter where he's doing it at,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts doing the stream, whether he's doing it at his aunt's or whether he's doing it at his house, he always gets interrupted. You always hear
Yeah.
somebody saying, come take your medicine or something like that.
Right.
That's the reason he gets so aggravated is because he can't never do a live stream without being interrupted, or he thinks he can.
Yes, but that doesn't give him the excuse to say what he said to his
Oh,
mom.
I know
True.
that.
Very true.
Now, I see 2 videos that says Joshi playing more of Escape Rose, 2 with the same title.
Jeff, I will help you out. Give me 1 second
And
here.
I'm just looking, I'm at the videos tab of his channel.
Give me 1 moment. I don't want to say, if I say 1 second, somebody's going to say time's up. I'm not going to mention any names. I got it.
One ringy dingy.
Yeah, really. That was a good show.
Yep.
All right, I see if I can put this in the chat over here first. I don't think I can. No, I cannot. So I will send this to you on Facebook.
Okay. I'll look at it sometime.
You won't want to watch it long.
Well, no.
Sony,
One
time's
of the
up.
things, and I hate to be picky about it, I sound like I'm the grammar police, but he will get more views if he would do things like just spell the word play correctly.
Yeah, he needs help on it. So what he told me, he can't spell it, but he can't read. That's what
I know it's difficult for him to see, and that's, we're not gonna say anything to him.
Yeah.
That's why we does that game of that, where he finds stuff, and there's a list of things that he has to find.
Right.
He just goes for the hints because he can't. His
Right.
sight isn't good enough to see anything.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to find a game that he's comfortable with that people like to watch, and I don't think he'll take the time to review his streams to see, Nintendo 64 gets 112 views. The little puzzle game gets 12 views. He'll play the puzzle game more, thinking he can increase the views on that when he needs to play the Mario more, because that's what people want to see. He'll grow into what he wants to do, I think. But I just wonder at what point in time is he going to lose interest, if at all. Yes, Greg.
So it's been about 3 weeks.
I kind of like. I think right now, I think that's all he thinks about. He eats, drinks, and sleeps. How many subscribers he's got? He doesn't really
Well, it's,
care about much else right now.
he needs more patience, but I understand it's difficult for him to be patient.
Well, yeah.
He'll just have to kind of hopefully slowly adapt to that.
Well, he needs to, and I'm guilty of this. He needs to plan out what he's going to do so that when he starts to stream, he doesn't have to go into things and move everything around and OBS and everything like that. And I understand it as Ants, he's only got the one monitor, so that's going to be hard to do. At the group home, that's a piece of cake. He's got 2 monitors now. How many backups? Yeah, really. You know, I don't think they've done it. Have you guys done any backups in the last week?
Got the backup set up automatic for his, at least for his computer and at his house. I've got the backup set to do automatically every last Sunday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning, so as long as he turns it, as long as he plugs his extra hard drive in, if he's gonna go to Reliance before he leaves to go to Reliance, it'll automatically go back up.
Okay. Good.
How big are the backups? I mean, the size. How fast is he gonna fill up his hard drive?
Well, he's still got about 600 gigs free, but he got several backups on there that he can probably delete right now. It's,
Yeah, we only need one.
with backups, each backup is less than, probably 60 gigs.
Okay. So it'll be a while before you have to delete the oldest ones or whatever.
Should be.
Alright. How big a drive does he have?
A terabyte.
My latest backup says 0 bytes in the size. That's not good.
So he can fill up his whole hard drive on his whole SSD on his new build, which is only 500 gigs. He'll be able to back that whole thing up on his external. Still have about 500 gigs free.
My entire system, which is my C, my D, my G, and at the time a flash drive is 228 gigabytes. But I've since gotten rid of the flash drive, and we all know the story behind that. Which still doesn't work on my new build.
You gave it a BFH?
I gave it, I'm going to take the hammer to it. No, if it still works on the laptop, I can still maybe use it there. Maybe. I won't put anything important on it because that'd just be silly. Here we go, awkward silence. We haven't had that in a couple days. We could have another moment of awkward silence if you'd like.
Okay.
So, Greg, were you able to get a copy of the movie that came out today yet?
No.
Have you even looked?
Yeah, I looked earlier.
Okay. Well, I don't know where you got the ones you sent me from, but those are great copies. Not a thing wrong with them. Boy, all of a sudden, whew.
Some of us are just old and tired, that's all.
I took a nap today. I don't know what hit me, but I got back from Mom's and I came in and got a drink and I was working on the budget for June. And just all of a sudden, about 10 minutes to 5, I was like, man, I'm tired. So I laid
Well,
down.
I should have had a nap today. I went and got the first part of a crown done at the dentist's office.
I was gonna cut the grass, but then it was just wet enough I couldn't cut it. So maybe by Sunday it'll be dry where I can cut it.
We got thunderstorms, or rain or thunderstorms coming in tonight. Later on tonight in the morning. It's around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Didn't last long, but we had some high wind gusts. I got a bunch of sticks and stuff down under my tree in the front yard.
We've got Saturday's sunny, Sunday's now partly cloudy, Monday, Tuesday is sunshine, 89, 91 degrees for the high. Wednesday there's a 40% chance of thunder showers. Thursday 50% chance of rain. and then we're back to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday being sunshiny. So,
Hey, Gary.
Hello.
Eugene in.
yeah.
Yep.
See Gary,
Hey,
man.
thank you for your comment last night.
You're welcome.
Hey, now you hear Monday. Whoa, that's
We got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, sunshine, Wednesday, 40%, Thursday, 30%, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are all sunny.
how you doing Tuesday. The rest is rain.
Well, we're done with the rain for a while. We've had our fair share. It's been a kind of a wet spring, and tired of the rain. Even though we need it, it's just every time you want to do something outside. Well, today I was outside working all day, but decided to quit around 6 because they said they looked up and said, Rick, the clouds don't look too pretty anymore. But, no, they don't. So we closed up the shed and said, okay, that's it. I came home, but well, the rain tomorrow, so I'm stuck inside. Yay. That's my story for today and tomorrow.
Oh, he did do a video on unboxing his controllers.
Yeah, I told him to learn how to spell it. Quit doing it in that portrait mode.
He was doing it from his phone then.
I'll do that next time. But yeah.
Well, you know, he might be in bed already. He's at Aunt Mary's, and Aunt Mary might have put the hammer down and made him go to bed tonight.
Yeah, I'm back 2
I
days.
doubt that, very seriously.
Friday and Monday. Hey, Kevin, I was going to tell you about your pond.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind it. We don't have a homeowners here, but some of the people around our lake, and it's not that big. I mean, it sounds great, but we got like a beach which you don't swim on. It's crappy. Like you said, fish maybe.
Right.
Well, we were talking. My wife was talking to somebody who was outside, like walking 50 feet, and they wanted to get one of these like mowers that's in front of like a rowboat, and it cuts the grass, puts it on the thing, and then you take it, 50 feet away and dump it.
Right.
Except it's like $2,000, and they want to hire some kid to do it all summer
But this is grass where?
in the lake.
Beach?
Yeah, it's in the lake. It's like weed grass.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it was ocean, you might call it something like kelp, but something's growing underwater.
It probably is something like kelp. You're probably right.
Well, I mean, kelp is ocean. I don't know. Freshwater is kelp or not. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I have no clue.
Moss.
Well, it's not that big. You can't even really do a motorboat in the lake. I mean, it's from one main street to another. But we are part of the DNR also, Department of Natural Resources. It's like, so I'm sure somebody somewhere said, ooh, let's make that up. You can't do anything in the lake. And the DNR actually checks our fertilizer, so it doesn't go into the lake.
Well, there's a lot of that in places. I have a friend I grew up with that raises beef cattle out in Kansas. And you have to watch runoff from his feedlot. You're not allowed to dump until any of it run off into the river.
Okay, so you guys should be seeing my screen. The one that I'm going to get, it says free, and as long as it holds water, is a combination of this one right here. It's more like this, but it's two-tiered. It's more like this A size, but it's got 2 levels on it, which is fine. I mean, as long as it holds water, I don't care. And then we both came up with the idea of putting it inside the screened-in porch. We're still discussing on whether it's going to be flowers or koi. We will
So
see.
you're not putting it in the ground?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I got something to show
I
you.
say I got a good friend here in Vegas that's got a nice koi pond out back in his house.
Oh, I had a beautiful koi pond in Vegas. I would love to have that here. Go ahead, Chris. Show what you would like to show.
You said something about that Josh was rude to his aunt.
Yeah, rude's putting it mildly, but yes.
Oh, look at this.
Hold that. Don't change that, Chris. Let me show that over YouTube. Let me see if I can do that right there temporarily, so they can see that. That is funny. Let's see what the delay is here. Oh, come on. There we go.
I actually like that.
Yeah, I do too.
She took the TV away too. I never realized that. She took the TV away too.
Took everything away.
Yeah.
Except the.
I just got a screen capture of that. That's good.
Yeah, that is really good.
Hey, and she left the basket. I guess she left the basket for him to fold clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, go ahead and stop sharing your screen. I'll readjust OBS. Bring this back down to there. That should be fine. So I have a poll question to ask you guys. I had a crazy thought of expanding the clocks a little bit. Maybe adding 6 more clocks. And then bringing it down. Right here, I'll just show you. Clocks. So bringing this down to about there-ish, and then having another row of clocks. What are your thoughts on that? Yay, nay, forget it?
Where are you now?
Yeah, it's just now coming across the stream.
Right.
I need to get with Alex and set this up so I can hit one button and it puts everything in the virtual so everybody can see it.
No, when you say 6 clocks underneath the ones that are already there.
Right, add another 6 clocks underneath. I really don't know 6 more time zones that I'm interested in, but I was sitting here looking at it and I thought, man, that's a lot of wasted space under this. And I've got space here in OBS where I can adjust this, literally to about right in there, and you got to wait for the delay, of course. And then I could probably move it a little bit to the left, but I just want to fill maybe this space in here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought.
Dancing girls.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Couldn't resist.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
You can add images to that. Do what?
If you drag that down a little bit, you might put names of who's in those zones.
That's an idea.
I don't know if that would fit or not with that, and I'm too tired to visualize it. But
Visualize? We don't need to visualize. We just need to do it. Guns? We don't need no stinking guns.
You have 2 clocks with the same time on them.
I have 2 clocks with the same time zone. I do?
Well, not the same time zone, but same.
Oh, Mountain
No.
no.
Yes.
and
No.
MST and COT.
Right. That's Catherine, and she is an hour. She should be the same as Central Standard Time. Correct? Yes. Correct.
Yep.
Right.
High time.
Yeah. No.
I thought she changed from Central Standard Time to Eastern Time.
Oh, I don't know.
Vice versa.
I got lost on. Whenever the time change things happen, I get lost. I know she used to be on the same time, but now she's not.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I think her time is whenever we change our clock back, she swaps between one time zone and the other time zone.
they don't have daylight saving time.
Jeff, did that make it through
Which?
the video I sent you in Facebook?
Oh, hold on, I didn't check. I can look at my phone. I don't see it on computer.
May have to send it to you in email. Not very. It's not very big. I did watch a really good thing on DaVinci Resolve today that I'm going to
You
attempt.
put it on Facebook or in Facebook Messenger.
Messenger.
Don't see it.
I'll just email it to you.
Well, it's not life or death. I was looking at the Columbia time zone here, and on the thing says time and date. It's confusing to me. So they've got a mapped out in green there, but they've got a bunch of things in yellow. And it says areas with same time currently, and I don't know if that means the same time as Columbia or just the same time with each other.
I don't know if she's in Bogota, but right now in Bogota it's 10:41 p.m. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I mean, that
It's the
COT
same as
is
Central.
and
Same as Central Time, because that's what time it is in the year.
Right.
okay, Columbia uses COT the whole year, so it doesn't change.
So when we fall back in the fall, then we'll be on the same time she's on.
Well, I wonder. This thing is confused. The explanation on that page I was
It's
looking
just
at.
like Arizona, they don't change, so part of the year he's on.
Well, but it says they observe COT the whole year. But does that mean COT standard, or do they have a COT daylight savings in Columbia? I don't know the answer.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, Alex, check Arizona. They do have two time zones. Not everybody knows that. They're right.
Most of the state stays the same the whole year. There's a little portion that doesn't, I think.
You're correct.
I was trying to find something else to show you, but I can't think of what these silly things are called.
And the clock hands.
The mountain daylight time is currently being observed in Tuba City, Arizona. Whatever that is.
Unless you,
In Tuba City.
I don't know where it's at, but I think it's supposed to be northeast. It's also part of the Navajo observant. I think it's Navajo.
wipe your hands off, not to sneeze all over it.
Yeah, the Navajo Nation observes daylight savings time.
Are they part of Arizona also?
At least part of it's in Arizona.
There's a place out in that area. I've always wanted to see it. I don't see. It's supposed to be what,
You all right, Alex?
I'm alright.
Mercy.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about? 4 or 5 states come together at like one point out in the west.
Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, and
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
The Four Corners
Yeah.
Something like that. They actually have like a,
used to be a big power plant near there. I don't know.
I haven't been there, but they actually have like a round, like a disc or something in the ground.
Yeah, I've got a million pictures of it. It's actually about 5 miles off of where it's supposed to be.
You mean like where you can stand in one spot and be in 4 states at the same time?
Yeah, I've got pictures where we're standing in 2 states at one time, and then you jump over to the other 2 states. And if you really want to get crazy and play Twister, you can be in all 4 states at the same time.
There's the Four Corners Monument, but that apparently isn't exactly.
No, it's off.
Then you gotta go see the chiropractor.
Yeah, you do. Well, I'm on it.
did it. I didn't put the states, and it came up city just over here. Goes to show you. Yeah, there's a monument like the other side mountain. You can just kind of. Yeah, but you know one thing, there's a market there. Hard to believe, isn't it?
It's interesting, they got this thing there, they got 4 state seals in each of the corners, but yet that's not actually where the states meet, so that's kind of.
I know, it's ridiculous. Plus they got
I was
each,
gonna say stupid, but
well, there's that too. And each state has its own little stall set up to sell souvenirs for their state. I can't think of how I wanted to say that.
yeah, all of these are all probably actually in one state.
Probably, that would be funny.
Well, how far off from the intersection is it? Do you know?
Not the interstate, but off the little road that goes by it about 1.5 miles.
No, but I mean from the actual intersection of the state.
I think I was told it's about 3 to 5 miles off.
So all of these are in one state then?
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's
Probably.
not, yeah.
Okay, it says it's managed by the Navajo Nation. So if you're there, you're in mountain savings time. Because that's what the Navajo Nation is on.
I'm definitely not saying it's any way, shape, form prejudiced, but I think since it's part of it the Navajo, they probably control it because of the way the government is set up. Like I have a friend a long time ago that was weather in Michigan, and they have tribal area, and if there's a murder there, that guy, local police cannot even go in.
And this took forever to find. All right, so I'm going to share my screen one more time real
The
quick.
Navajo Nation does not include Colorado.
Oh God, I'm getting a migraine again.
Well, I should have warned you, sorry. So, when I was in Vegas, I got literally 500-600 of these given to me because people just give them away when they don't know what to do with them. And I'll show you pictures tomorrow night of what I did them. So if I can find something similar here in Indiana, then we'll build that around the koi pond. And other than sweat equity, I will have nothing invested in this. I will have to buy a pump if we put fish in it. But yeah, that's what I miss about Vegas. There were so many things out there, fish tanks, pavers, plants. All you gotta do is look for it. It's free. People put everything out on the curb. No daylight saving time in Columbia. It is UTC -5, same as East during the winter, Central during the summer. Okay, thank you, Winter Mute, and good to see you, Winter Mute.
Catherine used to say that, and I'd look at the clock, and her time was the same as
Well, that's
mine.
what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say before.
Here we go. Go easy. Oh, you'll get that comment.
You got a feeling on it?
What?
Yes.
You'll be okay.
We can't see you, but we can barely hear you.
Yeah, no, I don't got my camera on.
Oh, that's why we can't hear you. No, you're good, Josh. You're good.
What's up?
Just another fine day in the neighborhood. Whoop, I better not say that. I'll get a violation.
Time zones.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay on too long.
I know your granddad already told you to go to bed.
No, I'm not. I'm only gonna stay on till like 12:30, and then I'm gonna get off.
Well, that's about 45 minutes away. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
So, did you ever get anything readjusted what I was trying to do before I left?
No.
You do understand with that machine, it's an i3 with 8 gigabyte of memory, and it's not really going to do a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I think maybe if you weren't connected to TeamViewer and trying to stream at the same time, we might have been able to do it. But you're on TeamViewer, back to your computer. You're streaming. I'm on TeamViewer. We overloaded it, seriously. So,
Yeah.
when are you going back? When are you going back to the group home?
Tuesday.
All right, that gives us a couple days to get together and see if we can figure out what went wrong. The question I have is, Alex and I get this set up for you, and then somehow it miraculously gets changed.
So the problem was, I wanted to do the changes on my computer, and then immediately go over and make the changes on my aunt's computer. That way, when I came to my aunt's house, all the computers were exactly the same. So the only thing I would have to do is just click. Now I know that computer is not capable of playing with because two reasons why. One, that computer only has one HDMI. Two, I played around with the controller tonight, and to my knowledge, the front USB ports, which are supposed to be USB-C because they have the blue connectors on them, the blue ports, they are not working. So, when I first started playing Super Mario, when I went up on top of the mountain to get whatever the heck that big king was, the controller was not functioning as it could have been. Meaning, I was getting near the thing that I was supposed to get, but Mario was stopping. And when I tried to get Mario to move, he wouldn't move.
Could that be a memory issue problem and not a controller problem?
Those games take very little memory, so I think it was probably a controller problem.
Okay.
He probably didn't have it configured exactly right.
Okay.
Right, which is why I wanted Alex to go into TeamViewer and walk me through it, because I don't think I did it correctly. I know I didn't do it correctly.
Well, I've got a question. You said the changes you made on your computer at the group home, you wanted to change your computer at your aunt's house. What changes did you make at the group home?
I'm not talking about the change I made. I'm talking about the change you made.
Oh, okay.
You made it so that when I put the game in full screen mode, it doesn't show up in that little blinking box
Right.
when I go to watch it. I hate that.
Yeah, it's an OBS setting. That's all that is.
I can't stand it. I went down to my aunt, and my aunt was looking at me and like, what the heck is going on? I was like, that's because OBS is not set up.
Yeah. We can fix that between now and Tuesday. That shouldn't be a problem. And then you're going to have to just restrain yourself from trying to make any changes on it once it gets set. Have you apologized to your aunt yet?
No.
Why not?
Everybody hold that thought. Mrs. K's yelling. I got to go see what she wants. Now you can have awkward silence. What, babe?
Awkward silence. I heard silence so awkward.
Hey Rick, did you pick out your RAM yet?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't gotten around to it. If you can do the homework for me.
Okay, I'm back. Guess she's having a nightmare or something.
Coursera or G-Skill are the two that they recommend.
Yeah, Yeah. Of course, theirs a little bit cheaper. That's what I put in my son's computer. Had no problems with it. And of course, there was no. Oh, I'd have to look it up. There's a PDF file on the Gigabyte website for memory that they have tested on your motherboard.
Mercy. Excuse me. Okay, so Josh, we were discussing, have you apologized to your aunt yet?
No.
And the reason for that is why?
I just didn't yet. I was wake up with them and
Yeah, now.
how we can do it tomorrow.
My suspicion is tomorrow will come and you'll completely forget.
I won't. No, the moment into I won't forget.
Well, I tell you what, tomorrow I'll be asking you if you did. Your answer is better than yes.
That'll probably be the first thing I do when I get off.
I don't have to worry about that. I don't get any hands.
Okay, Greg, you might want to look away.
Oh, God. Let me go get my Excedrin.
I already asked Alex the question. I need King's permission and Robert's permission. Do I have Robert and King's permission to use that photo on my wallpaper on my YouTube thing, on my YouTube background?
You're talking about on your profile picture?
No, not my profile picture.
Yes, no. I don't know. Robert's not with us yet, I don't think. He might be in chat. So these are the things, real quick, these are the things I was talking about. And I got, and I'll find the picture in a minute to show you guys, but I got all of this for free. People were just giving them away, and this is where I started. Now let me go, I don't want to bore you guys with why I'm looking for it. Let me go find, if I can get some of those, man, that'll be sweet.
What the hell is it? The reason why I logged into her computer is because it's not set up properly. I need something for it to say Darby's computer and Harper's computer. There's no way for me to know the numbering system. My computer's even worse. And if I'm having problems logging in, I can only imagine what Alex deals with when he has to log into certain computers because they're all numberized.
I don't know if you can change the names on those or not.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can if you have an account. You can if you have a finger account.
I have an account, but I haven't figured out how to do it.
I don't have that problem, Josh, because I memorize the numbers. I know the number.
Right, but I can't. Right, but I can't. There's no way for me to do that.
Well, then you know what? Maybe you should do what I do. I have all of your numbers for your answers.
Well, what I did before I disconnected my old computer, I took pictures.
Well, what I have is I have a notepad. I have a notepad with your aunt's computer, your computer, and your Natasha's computer. All three of those ID numbers in a document.
Well, I got the feeling if anything goes wrong with her computer, you're more likely to get called more than I will. Because right now we're not even talking. And
I really don't want to work on either one of them. Your aunt's for hers. Literally, the only one I want to work on is your new build. It was just, the other two were just so slow.
I kind of know why we're not talking. It has to do with Angela. And it comes with the fact that I'm not talking about you guys. But me and the father were in the process of filling out an application to try and get out of the group home. And Angela butted in, saying that I was the one, that she was the one.
So real quick, hold that thought, Josh. Real quick, that's where this all started. These were all free. There's about 70. Well, there's 24 per row, so round it to 25. So 75, 150. There's 300 bricks right here, plus this little bit right here, all for free. That was given to me, and then here in a minute, I will show you how they ended up being there. Go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry.
First of all, Angela had no right to tell the process what to do because she's not a mother. Yeah, you can give the process advice, but that doesn't mean the boss has to follow the advice.
You at work, Robert? I don't think you can
Yep.
answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Robert looks a little like Gary's son.
Oh, that's Candy, see.
Wait. What do we see? What do we got going on here? Oh. Yeah, I don't care if he uses a picture. Doesn't bother me any.
I used to picture on my iPad. That's my lock screen. Looks really good on the wall.
You wouldn't have nobody else on YouTube probably. Nobody else on your YouTube that watches your YouTube channel probably sending from Bonnie's or from anybody else is sending you a picture like that.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
That's mostly where I got most of my subscribers from. Bonnie, Westview, and all them people. But that's because I hang out in cats.
Mercy.
You okay, Alex?
Okay, I don't think I'll be going. I don't think I'll be going to church Sunday, you know, if I.
Getting a cold or something, maybe?
You don't think we'll be going to church if you go over.
All right, one last time. I'll bore you guys here. Is Greg still with me?
Yes, unfortunately.
So, this was the koi pond that I built. This is when it was in the process of being cycled. This is some more of those that I went and got, and every one of these came through for free. We sweat equity, had to go get them, had to haul them in my little Honda Insight, and then the plans were we were going to sod this, different angle of it. All these were free. Somewhere I've got pictures. We put this whole thing and we put flowers out here. I don't know where they're at. But
I think you showed him some of them once.
yeah, I probably did. If you just take the time and can find them, I don't mind doing the physical labor at all.
I suspect you'll be less likely to find that kind of block where you are now.
I don't know.
I don't know though. I mean, I can be full of crap.
No, it's popular in Vegas. You are right. It is very popular in Vegas. I don't know, but I haven't really looked out here. I just seen that koi pond tonight, and you know, I'm already got the screws turning in my head to try to figure out how to. I don't want to
Was
dig.
that a freebie from someplace?
Yeah, 3 houses up.
Okay.
If it's there in the morning, it'll be here tomorrow night. When I go to take her to work at 1:30, if it's still there when I get back at 2 o'clock, I'll put it in the car and I'll bring it up here.
So there's all kinds of things you can get for free. In the first house I had out here, we had a 3/4 bath, and the pedestal of the sink in there had a crack in it. And one of my neighbors up the street did some remodeling, and since all the houses were built by the same contractor using the same crappy fixtures, when they remodeled the bathrooms, a sink exactly like that one was set out by the curb, and I had it within half an hour of it being set out.
Yep. Yeah. Once it hits the curb, it's free game. I think I've only had to ask 2 times, maybe 3 times, because it wasn't fully on the curb and it wasn't fully on the property. So out of courtesy, I asked, and all 3 times were, yeah, sure, take it. So didn't hurt to ask.
There was almost no way I would have ever found another sink like that, since they were bought in bulk by the contractor when the neighborhood was built.
Yeah, I will find a group up here to belong that I can join to see about that, and then it might take me most of the summer to get it, but if I can, that especially if we put it on the porch, that'd be great. Just shape. Won't have to shape around the whole thing, just the front, because we'll pin it up against the house. We'll see. Another little project for me. Like I need that. See how long we've been going here. Hour 27 minutes. All right. So Jeff, watch said screen.
Wait, hold up. No, that's all right. Go ahead. That's better.
I don't know what the delay is, but I hit the button.
You need to lengthen the dancing girl segment a little bit, though.
Did you add Debbie Costello in there?
Do I, BH?
Did you add Debbie Costello in
There you go.
That
Yeah.
might get him another comment from YouTube.
I find it really fascinating. I've been playing a couple of hidden object things on my channel. And it's amazing how many people sit there and watch the hidden object thing. Because all I'm doing is just go do stuff in different rooms. Like last night, there was barely anyone in the chat. It was just me and Rick one night. And I had Rick on YouTube challenge. And he was just like sitting there yelling at the screen, trying to help me find something. I can't hear anybody.
Yeah, I knew where I was going for it. I said, door to the right, the right, damn it, door to the right. Down. Passive, like, oh my God, yeah, she's right there.
And then my head was coming into the chat room, she's saying like, I can't see you. Well, that's because I have to look so blinking close to see everything.
Okay, obviously I can't shrink down the zoom box like I want because the zoom goes away, so let me work on that a minute. I try to get them pretty much the same size if I can. That's going to be a little bit bigger, but I can actually, if you're watching the stream, I'm doing this on the stream.
Yep.
So I can plant these at the bottom like this, and then I can grab this one and I can make it full screen like that. I could probably honestly bring this all the way down to here and then move the other two there, but I kind of like how this is. So now I'll go over here and adjust this a little bit like that, and I'll bring it over here like this, and I'll center that. And then if I want, I think I can bring the thumb up Oh, wait a minute. What am I on?
Good right there.
Looks pretty good right there, you said? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So,
Said you ended the stream.
I did.
you,
But here's the thing. I can let this one run all night. The stream is actually not ended because I've not hit the button. I've not put this one on a timer yet. I have to still manually turn it off because my IT guy somewhere in Arkansas, he's busy right now. So anyway, I will go ahead and rerun it one time now that we've made changes.
Get on the ball.
Hey, I tried. I called him the other day and he said, "You have reached Alex Cheek. Please leave your name and number." For the 18th time, Ken, stop calling me.
speaking of Arkansas, I saw a road that we went past yesterday when my mom was bringing me home, and the road was called Little Rock Road.
There you go, Jeff. And I will hit the button to